He turned a $20 million startup into a $1.3 billion empire, married his college sweetheart, became Silicon Valley's golden boy, until a Coldplay jumbotron exposed a scandal that vaporized his fortune, his family, and his future in 12 seconds. This is the unflinching story of Andy Byron's rise and ruin. Andy Byron wasn't born into wealth. The son of a math teacher and librarian from Dayton, Ohio, dinner table debates about curiosity and ambition shaped him. At 12, he coded his first app. By 19, he'd sold an analytics tool for $50,000, seed money for his empire. A political science grad from Providence College, he pivoted from minor league baseball to tech sales, crushing quotas at Fuse and Cybereason. But his real breakthrough came in 2016 with Apache Airflow, an obscure data tool. While rivals hoarded data, Byron bet on speed. His pitch: data needs velocity, not just storage. Investors poured in $250 million. But here's the twist: Byron didn't actually found Astronomer. The company was launched in 2015 by Ree Walker, Greg Nieheisel, and Pete DeJoy. Byron was brought in later, a hired gun to scale the startup into a unicorn. And scale it he did. Before Kiss Cam CEO became his epitaph, Byron was Silicon Valley royalty. At Cybereason, he skyrocketed revenue from $5 million to $70 million in 2 years. At Fuse, he engineered 5x growth to $100 million. His secret: a ruthless eye for talent, and a knack for closing deals others called impossible. By 2023, he'd landed the ultimate prize: CEO of Astronomer. Under him, the company secured $93 million in Series D funding, partnered with Amazon, and hit a $1.3 billion valuation. His stake, estimated to be around $50 million to $70 million. Astronomer became the invisible backbone of Netflix, Slack, and NASA, earning Byron Forbes covers and the nickname Data Whisperer. Colleagues called him the Closer. Investors called him Bulletproof. But on July 16, 2025, the man who optimized data pipelines for Fortune 500 companies lost control of his own life's algorithm. Offstage, Byron played the family man. Wife Megan Kerrigan, a respected educator, and their 2 sons starred in his wholesome social media posts. But on July 16, 2025, that facade shattered, live in front of 60,000 Coldplay fans. At that Coldplay concert, the Kiss Cam landed on Byron and Kristin Cabot, Astronomer's HR chief, his arm around her waist, her leaning into his shoulder. Then panic. Byron dropped to the floor. Cabot hid her face. Coldplay's Chris Martin joked, "Either they're having an affair or they're very shy." The crowd roared. The internet went nuclear. By morning, #KissCamCEO trended in 16 countries. Megan Kerrigan scrubbed Byron from her name. Astronomer's board launched an investigation. Investors watched as the $1.3 billion valuation teetered. New footage emerged showing Byron and Cabot in even more compromising positions. Kristin's hand on his knee, whispers exchanged. The video, leaked by a concertgoer, shattered claims this was just a misinterpreted moment. Byron's response? Threatening to sue Coldplay for emotional and financial harm. Chris Martin fired back, "We play fix you, not lawsuits." The irony? Astronomer's own tools help companies manage PR crises. Yet Byron's legal blunder only fueled more memes. The man who built a crisis management tool was now his own worst client. Astronomer's PR team made things worse, issuing takedown notices that backfired spectacularly. "They turned a scandal into a case study in how not to handle crises," said one comms expert. The backlash grew so severe, the company disabled all social media comments. The damage was instant. Byron resigned in disgrace. Cabot faced HR probes. Unvested shares? Gone. Future job prospects? Zero. Astronomer's original co-founder, Pete DeJoy, stepped back in as interim CEO. A full-circle moment for the company Byron didn't create but nearly destroyed. Meghan Kerrigan vanished overnight, retreating to a $2.4 million Vermont compound insiders dubbed Fort Heartbreak. Close friends revealed she's protecting the kids while quietly scrubbing all traces of Byron from their lives, even revoking media rights to family photos. And Massachusetts' 50-50 divorce laws loomed. Meghan could take $25 million to $35 million, half his fortune. Even Coldplay's next show added salt to the wound. Chris Martin warned fans, "Careful with the kiss cam." The internet crowned Byron Kiss Cam CEO, a meme etched into his legacy. At their next show, Chris Martin smirked, "We love love, but maybe not that kind." The crowd roared. Byron's humiliation was now stadium-sized comedy. Andy Byron built an empire on tracking data, every click, every pipeline. Yet he forgot one rule. In 2025, everything is data. Even a 12-second embrace, captured by a stadium jumbotron, can destroy a CEO and cost him $70 million. His story was supposed to be a Silicon Valley fairy tale, the small-town boy who cracked the code to billions. But in the end, he learned the hardest equation of all. No amount of data can predict what happens when the world watches you fail. One moment, you're the data whisperer. The next, a cautionary tale trending on TikTok. Smash like if you'd never risk $70 million for a hug. Comment #KissCamCEO if you saw the scandal unfold. Subscribe for more billion-dollar downfalls.